And the last three, I think they're the last three anyway, are the ones where you get longer ones where you're multiplying it out. One way is just using your distributive property and being really careful when you're multiplying. And so when I'm going to do this, I'm going to take the 3v times the 4v, which will give me 12v to the second. I'm going to take the 3v times the minus y, which would be minus 3vy. Just for effect, I'm going to grab a different color. I'm now going to take that middle term times both of those. So 3y times 4v would be positive 12. I'm going to write it as vy alphabetically, so I recognize those are like terms. 3y times a negative y would be negative 3y to the second power, since they both had y's. And then I'm going to take that last term times both of those. Negative 4 times 4v was negative 16v. Negative 4 times negative y would be positive 4y. I'm then going to combine any like terms. Well, in this case, I just have that one pair of like terms that had the vy. So I have 12v squared plus 9vy minus 3y squared minus 16v plus 4y. Now in ALEKS they'll probably rearrange the order, but we don't really care. We have the commutative property. It doesn't matter what order we have their values in, just so we get them all in there. Now some people get lost in all that confusion, and so one way to keep track of where you're at, if you get lost, is to just put boxes to keep track of what you're doing. So I'm just going to make my rectangle, and I have 2 by 3, since that one has 2 terms and that has 3 terms. So you could write it as 2u plus 7 here, and 5u minus 3y minus 2 here. And then you can keep track of where you're at in case your kids interrupt you or something like that. The phone rings. 2u times 5u would be 10u to the second power. 2u times a negative 3y, negative 6uy. 2u times negative 2 minus 4u. Then doing the 7 times each of those. 7 times 5u, positive 35u. 7 times negative 3y, negative 21y. 7 times negative 2 minus 14. I have one pair of like terms here. I can combine the u's together, but just otherwise going here, I have a 10u squared, a minus 6uy. Negative 4 plus 35 would be positive 31u. Negative 21y, and minus 14. And all of that goes in for my answer. So just a matter of preference. Some people like to use the box, some people don't like to use the box. Just what you're used to doing. So go ahead there and do number 33. That's an even longer one. Keep track of where I'm at. Try to squeeze all that on there. 21w squared plus 20uw minus 52w plus 4u squared minus 16u and plus 7. See, I got lost the first time I had to go to the boxes. I tried to do the 2U twice, I think. I don't know. I just knew I was not getting the right answer. Alrighty. That should be the end of that page.